Hey, what's up guys? FXP420 here with a contest response for the FrightTube. This is for their 150 sub contest, and you guys wanted to know my top 3 horror movies and my worst horror movie, or the one I think is the worst of all time. So, unfortunately I'm not a big collector of movies. I do love watching movies, and I love horror movies, my favorite genre, but I don't have a lot of them, unfortunately. So I won't be able to show any because I just don't have them yet. I am starting to trying to build my collection more and more, but I only have a few, so unfortunately I don't have any of my favorite ones yet. So my favorite ones, starting with, these aren't in any order, I don't know if they were supposed to be or not, but I didn't put them in order, I don't know if I could. The first one is Phantasm, which is basically the Phantasm series. I love all 3, but the first one is probably my favorite. Yeah, first one is probably my favorite, but I do love all 3. That movie is just, I don't know, it's just amazing. I've always loved it, and the story is great. You know, the acting is cool. The story was just, I don't know, just it's kind of a different, original story. Really cool. I love the tall man. You know, I'm not sure what the actor's name is, but really, really cool. Just the way it's shot, and just that, you know, how it's from the early 70s through the 80s. I'm not sure when the last one actually was, but I just love the whole feel of you know, the movies and everything. So that was definitely one of them. The next one would be the Evil Dead trilogy. Evil Dead 1 and 2 and Army of Darkness. That movie has, I think, everything that makes a great horror movie. Comedy, obviously, you know, horror concepts, gore, a little bit of supernatural in there, basically everything. Ash, I mean, what more could you want from a horror movie? You know, it was just amazing. And then the third one is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, that was kind of hard. It was either a toss-up between that or Nightmare on Elm Street. I really do love Nightmare on Elm Street, but I find myself coming more back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The first and the second ones I like the most, as I'm sure most people do, or everyone does. I don't know about that though, but just for me personally, first one obviously was the best one. Just, that movie was, I guess there was nothing being done like that around that time. Maybe there was. If there was, please correct me, but I really don't think there was. And just, I don't know, the way it was shot, and just the whole story behind how it was made, and just really, really great. The directing, you know, the acting, everything in that movie was amazing. So I really loved it. And the second one was great too, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I really love the guy with the plate in his head. He was hilarious. I was really picking at it with the fucking his hanger there. It was disgusting. And I think I was the one with Stretch and with Dennis Hopper and his big ass cowboy hat in the suit. That movie was just great too. I didn't mind the remakes, I guess, as much as some people. So I know some people hated them, absolutely hated them. But I'm not. I don't know. I didn't mind them. I didn't think they definitely weren't as good as the originals, but I didn't mind them that much for, you know, like an up-to-date modern horror movie. Didn't think they were all that terrible. I still haven't seen the newest one, and from what I hear, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed. But I don't know. It's just it is what I guess what it is. I guess it's really unfortunate because I've been waiting for that movie, as I'm sure most of you have, not all of you have, for a long time. But yeah, I mean, so that's it for my top 3 favorite horror movies of all time. It took me a little while to think about it, but I'm not that big into the horror genre yet, so I don't really know everything. Like, I'm sure, I know you guys, you know, you guys know a lot more than I do, everyone else that watches this channel and stuff. You guys that make the videos in the FrightTube, I've already learned about so much and so many movies just from watching you guys reviews and stuff. I already have a whole list I want to check out. But anyway, onto my if I forget, onto my least favorite horror movie. Now, this was kind of a toss-up between 2 as well. This is the one that I picked because it's the one that I have, and this one was a little bit worse. It's Carnivore from 1999, I believe. I think this is from 1999. Anyway, this movie is just horrendous, man. There's nothing great about this. Nothing that saves this movie at all. Not even shouldn't even say anything great. There's nothing even remotely decent about this movie. Everything is terrible, from the creature to the directing to the acting to I think the best thing about this movie is this case right here, is the front cover. That's probably, I mean, look at that, it's the red DVD. That even sucks. But the only reason I got this movie was because I think it was like 50 cents or $1, I don't know, and it was just starting, you know, to collect DVDs and stuff. But yeah, this movie, I don't know, man. If you haven't seen it, don't waste your time. It's just bad. There's just nothing good about this movie. The deaths don't save it. Basically, if you haven't seen the plot, it's about the government makes this creature, basically, and it kind of, I guess, it escapes, you know, from this laboratory, which is actually like in this house. And then, what do you know? Some teenagers come along, and you know, shit starts. But anyway, and the other movie that I would was a very close second was The Happening, from M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Sorry, I don't know. Was M. Night Shyamalan, something like that. You know what I mean? The guy who made The Happening and Signs and all those crappy ass movies, which I'm not a huge fan of. But this one, The Happening, and was definitely one of my most hated movies ever. Not just disliked, I just actually hated that movie. I do like Mark Wahlberg as an actor, but there was just nothing happening in that movie. The pacing was so bad, it was so slow, and the acting was horrendous. The only thing that did save that movie for me was some of the deaths. Some of the deaths were alright. That's why the only thing that saved the movie. Other than that, though, there's nothing going on. You don't find out anything, and it's just pissed me off, man. It's made me mad. So anyway, that's my response for the FrightTube. Thanks a lot, guys, for doing this contest. Really cool prizes, man. It would definitely help out my collection if I won, but we'll see. So, thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.